Young Timmy, we are live.
No, we're not.
No, we're not live, but we are live currently in your kitchen for today's podcast.
Coming live from the kitchen.
I feel like this is the way to do it right here. A little cup of Joe. Are you done?
No,
I thought. Oh, good. I thought we'd share a little cup of Joe and do a little podcast, Timmy.
I'm always game for some coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee Joe.
Yeah.
Joe coffee.
Do you like looking into my eyes? We almost never do that.
Why would we?
I don't know.
Just look into each other's eyes.
I don't know. We are now.
This podcast and see how long we can hold
this is cool. Anywho, we've had a busy couple of weeks here, Timmy.
Yeah, we haven't podcasted in 3 weeks.
Probably not. We've been in and out of Vegas. We are shooting. I think we talked about it on the last one, or maybe we started to.
I don't think we did.
We're shooting. We're in Vegas. Once a week, we've been flying into Vegas, shooting this project with Air Asia. You want to talk about how it came about and what it exactly is?
Yeah, sure. So we do once a week. It's a month-long campaign project where Air Asia and the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. It's amazing to me how many people don't know what UFC is or MMA. Like when I talk about it, they're like, "You mean like mixed martial arts?" So UFC, Air Asia are doing a month-long project where it's a scholarship program where somebody in Indonesia, this girl won a month long to fly to Las Vegas, train at the UFC headquarters, utilize their nutritionists, their trainers, there's everything you can in Las Vegas. So we've been basically filming behind the scenes, a weekly vlog
right,
and producing 4 different pieces of content. Yeah.
What's crazy is that too. We didn't know her at all, obviously, before this, but so the first week we're shooting. Just to give context of like how crazy of an experience this is for her. She's a 7-0 fighter in Indonesia, and she says she's like a champion. That's what she says in Indonesia. She comes here and she gets her ass beat, and she's
for
also
the most part,
yeah. I mean, she's very good and competitive and athletic, but she's also training against UFC top 10. There are two of the girls are top 10 UFC fighters at her weight, and so that's a little bit of context. And then also the first day. She was doing laundry. It was the first time she'd ever done laundry.
Didn't know what a dishwasher was.
Didn't know what a dishwasher was. Had never done laundry without hand.
Right.
She hand washes her laundry.
Right.
Just crazy. And then she comes out to this $100 million facility. Stupid expensive facility. And now she's training. We go out Friday or Thursday will be our last day of shooting.
This week,
yeah, this week. Last day of shooting.
And her gym back home only had like 2 walls.
Yeah, 2 walls.
And like next to like a farm or something like that. Ben was saying.
I don't know that part.
So it's next to like some kind of farm or field.
It's not a world-class facility.
Yeah.
But so that's been fun. It's been interesting. So really when we went out there, talk about how that even came about.
So we were talking to them initially about being a sponsor of the MMA award show
because they're partners with the UFC already.
Right, they have a 1-year deal, potential 2-year deal with the UFC already. So obviously that's a good market for them. But Air Asia actually doesn't even fly into the United States.
Right.
Or Honolulu is their first location. I take that back.
But that's new-ish.
Yeah, very new. So their market is more of like Australia, China. That's where their main focus is. We talked to them about doing the MMA award show, mainly broadcasted in the States, so they didn't want to sponsor that, but they are focused on UFC, MMA,
right,
that type of stuff, that market. So we pitched them that. They didn't want to do that, so then we kept talking about more content stuff, and they were interested in 3 different options that we gave them, and they ended up giving us this one basically. And
it was like, well, we knew a week ahead of time, 10 days. Snap, let's figure this shit out.
Yeah, because I know we kept saying, we need to schedule, so it was, probably 2 weeks out.
2 weeks, yeah. What? Not that long. Not for a big project like this. Usually we have longer time, and we know. All right, we've got some time to plan, arrange. Like we're going this week. We shoot in 3-4 days. We don't know exactly what we're shooting that day, which is kind of cool.
We know we're shooting Friday.
Right, we know we're shooting Friday. We don't know what else we want to do because there's an event Friday night we want to shoot. There's a fight, a smaller level fight, like a local promotion that we'll shoot and get some behind the scenes stuff of. But then we also need to shoot some other stuff that we don't know exactly where it is. We kind of go in each week with a general outline and then let her and what she's doing tell the story.
Yeah.
So then like today I'm editing, or I'm about halfway done editing last week's video. and I'll go in there and I have the idea of what we want to shoot or what we shot and what we did. But then as she tells the story, it might change how the video goes.
Right.
Depending on, today was tough or this was easy or whatever, then I need to show the B-roll to match that.
Right. Well, which, by the way, you need to do a promo for last week's.
The short?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
This is like a business meeting.
It is a business meeting. Yeah. I need to do that. What is it? 11 o'clock. I'll get it done within the next hour or two.
Word.
Once we get done. That's an easy thing. And we got that later in the week. Tomorrow we've got a shoot with JLab Audio.
Right. And
then Wednesday we are in
Chirpoos.
Redondo Beach for Turp House, which is a CBD company that does a lot in the sports and fighting world, or fighting, I guess, specifically. So we're going into shoot training of 2 to 3 of their athletes there, which is a new partner of ours, by the way. Turp House.
Right.
Shout out Turp House.
Right.
Powerful Turp House. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our week.
That is our week, but you got into it where we've been a busy 2-3 weeks because we were in and out of Cleveland, Colorado, Oakland, Vegas.
Damn. Yeah. So to step back a little bit. So when we went to Vegas, I was coming from Vegas, from Denver. I was shooting some stuff up there on
Vegas from Denver.
What'd I say?
You're going to Vegas from Denver.
Going to Vegas.
Well, now I'm confused. But I'm pretty sure you said that.
Anywho.
We'll check back at the film.
Yeah. So I was going from Denver to Vegas because I was shooting the Innovation in Cannabis series we're working on. And you were coming from Oakland to Vegas. So we met in Vegas. We shot the one day, and then we dipped out. I went to Cleveland. You went back to L.A.
Right.
And then you flew to Chicago for a couple of
meetings.
No,
I didn't go back to L.A. I went to Chicago.
You went straight to Chicago?
I went straight to Chicago.
So you went to Chicago for a couple of meetings with
big companies.
Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we've got some potential content plays with like Twitter Sports and some other media partners.
Right.
So that was more of intro meetings, setting up further meetings with different people in departments. I mean, they're massive companies, so it takes multiple meetings just to feel out who the right people are to bring into the different things that we're doing.
Yeah.
So those were intro meetings. Then I flew to Cleveland after that.
So Cleveland was that was personal stuff. Like we were hanging out with the fam.
Yeah, I had a meeting.
Timmy
there,
had a wedding.
I had a meeting.
You did have a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
But also
with the Man Can wine.
Yeah. Look at
Shout
Timmy.
out the Man Can wine.
Look at Timmy saying names. Timmy doesn't like to do this.
No.
He doesn't like to name names.
Nope.
But there's one.
No names, please.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, and when I got there, so I do all the editing of the videos now. Like I'll do that part of it. Tim handles more like the business out of it. So when we get to Cleveland, it's there to like be with fam. It's Kyler, Tim's daughter's 3rd birthday party. So I'm in and out of the room trying to edit this first round of the Air Asia videos. I also shot for Ball Wash with Mallory Martin, Invicta fighter. Mm-hmm. So I'm editing the Ball Wash video while we're back in Cleveland. I'm editing the Air Asia first draft while we're back in Cleveland. And then you had your meeting. Mm-hmm. Then which nothing really. It's just a basic meeting.
No, just a meeting.
Yeah. Then we flew back out to Vegas for week 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we've basically been LA Vegas the last 2-3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that covers it all.
Yeah, that's basically it.
And what else do we have
coming up?
Yeah, we've got this week going. Last week of Vegas traveling.
Yeah.
Then travel settles down for a second.
Yeah, we don't have anything planned at all, right?
Not as of today.
But that changes.
Changes every day.
Yeah, before the Air Asia project, if you'd asked us what we're doing 2 weeks, we just said I don't know. Like we just had somebody hit us up, wants to have us on their show to talk about.
Yep.
Like what we do and whatnot. And she asked about next Friday, and I said I don't know. Hit me up later in the week, and then we'll know what we're doing next Friday.
Yeah.
I don't think most people would want to do that. I don't think most people can handle that.
The
not knowing.
Yeah. Well, that's a big reason why we've gotten a lot of projects is the flexibility too.
We could just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brand. Actually, yeah. There's another project the next week we're talking about that we might be doing.
Okay.
You know about it. We just haven't
confirmed
or anything. Yeah, so that's that's kind of where we are with stuff. What else has been going on, Timmy?
We've been looking for guests on the show.
We'll definitely have some guests on the show.
Once we stop this traveling, so maybe next week, we'll we have a couple in mind.
Yeah.
We talked about.
Yeah.
I'll definitely start reaching out to a couple people that
and I have
on my list to see if we can get the podcasts more fluent.
Yeah, we'll definitely do it. At least weekly, if not bi-weekly, or if not twice weekly, not bi-weekly. Does bi-weekly mean twice weekly?
We looked this up before.
Or does it mean every other week?
Either twice a month or twice a week.
The English language,
it's messed up.
Speaking of that, so the girl again.
Speaking of English,
England, the girl we're shooting speaks very, very minimal English,
like first grade English, maybe by now.
Maybe.
And at first
she's
it was
gotten
nothing.
She's gotten a lot better in the 3 weeks, just being around it and basically forced to figure stuff out and learn words. But so it's been crazy each day we're there because she's in the cage or sparring with somebody and she's moving fast and she's got to have her translator in the cage with her moving.
Say jab, hook, jab, hook.
Talking as the coach is talking to her. It's been a really cool experience. And I'm sure for her it's been like unreal.
Yeah.
I wonder what she's going to be like when she leaves. If she's able to like really like understand how big of a deal it is and then go back and use it.
Does, yeah.
Right.
And her trainer too.
Yeah.
Johan. Shout out to Johan.
Yeah. Johan.
He definitely listens to this.
Yeah, he definitely listens. Johan is her coach that traveled with her from Indonesia. Yeah, I bet you he's learning a ton too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So interrupted. Talking about people coming on. It'll be interesting to talk to other people because more or less what we want to do with this is be able to not only talk about what we're doing and like how we're managing, figuring shit out, but also talk to other people and see how they do it.
Business and BS.
Right. That would be both. Qualifies as both.
That's what the title of the podcast is, Business and BS.
Right. And
that's what we're doing.
Those guests would be both business
and
a little BS. And a little BS. But a lot of business.
Yeah.
What do you think we're going to be doing in 6 months?
What would that be? February?
That's good.
March?
I don't know. Where are we at now? September?
I have no idea.
Right?
No idea.
Yeah.
I mean, we know what we're doing.
Generally.
Yeah, but we don't have like projects set up for February, March.
No, but I know. But it's like
we'll be doing the same thing, just
ish.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah. What do you think the easiest or the hardest part, not the easiest, the hardest part of the AirAsia project was?
Getting the project?
Yeah, because you got the project.
Yeah, that was the hardest part.
Nothing to do with it.
Filming this now. Yeah. Dude, AirAsia is massive. They have, what do you say, 20,000, 25,000 employees?
Yeah. How did you get to our guy?
I emailed the founder of AirAsia.
How did you... Talk a little bit about how that, because most people don't understand that you can get a hold of people.
Oh yeah, people are super easy to get a hold of if you find the right person and you say the right thing. That's the hardest part.
So what did you say? How'd you find them?
I think I saw an article. It was like, this guy likes MMA or something, whatever it was, and I knew that they were going to be a sponsor of UFC. So I just
they weren't at the time.
I don't think so. I think it was like like they just signed the contract. So
it's probably like a year.
It's like November-ish of last year. And then I reached out to him. He didn't respond. I reached out again. I think it was a third time. He responded and was like, kind of like, it was a short email. Like, those people who are like super busy or pretend like they're super busy, which I'm sure he is extremely busy. And it's like one sentence, like, what is this about? Or something like that. It was like, or like, tell me more, or do you have more info? So I sent him more info, and then he CC'd this one gentleman on and said, look into this.
Yeah.
So he looked into it. We hopped on a call. They're 13 hours ahead of us. So most of our conference calls are at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock my time.
PM.
Yeah. So it's like morning time for them. And had a couple conference calls, followed up with a couple emails with more information. They shot down that project. And then that gentleman had CC'd someone else onto it, who is now the project lead for this one. So I don't know. That was the process.
Yeah. But you're really good at getting in touch with people.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's research, finding the right person, saying the right thing.
Yeah.
So I found the right person, who happened to be the founder, And every single time, if the founder CCs somebody on,
They respond.
they're definitely below them, and they definitely have to respond.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I wrote a blog the other day about the Colin Kaepernick Nike ship.
Yep.
What do you think about that, Timmy?
Your blog or the actual thing?
The thing.
Well, what was, do you have recent stats other than that?
Yeah. I have the one thing. So a lot of
I was
people.
gonna Google that really quick.
I love it. I love what they did with it. I think it was genius. I think they understand their culture, their market, their branding. And it's Nike. Obviously, they're a $1 billion company. They get it. But what is it, the numbers?
31?
31. Well, yeah, Nike online sales went up 31% after the Colin Kaepernick ad, says Fortune. 31%.
31% from last year at this time.
Right.
Right.
Which is a huge, huge number. I wonder what the
It was 17 the year before. That's what the article said.
17.
It went up 17% from the year prior to.
Oh. Wow.
At this time, so it jumped even more.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And well, I think the whether you like it or don't like it.
Yeah. Not even
they
talking
obviously
about political stuff.
Did the research. They knew exactly what it was going to do. Nike's not just going to throw out this $1 million campaign just because it's what people are talking about.
Yeah.
They clearly had the analytics. They knew what they were going to do.
Yeah.
They had support behind it. They had the right thing. And on top of that, after they released that one picture alone of Kaepernick with the saying, they got $43 million of free advertising from people talking about it and posting it.
Yeah.
That alone is massive.
That's crazy.
$43 million.
I mean, anybody or everyone else who's involved with Nike posted it.
Mm-hmm.
Your LeBrons, your Kevin Hart's.
Probably a lot of them had to, but
maybe
a lot of them were, just in support.
Yeah, right. That's the big thing. And I saw some number. I don't remember what the numbers were, but they had a percentage of it was like negative press, positive press, and neutral press.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was the positive was like say 60%. I don't know.
Really?
Higher. Yeah. And then of course there's a lot of negative stuff, but people are still talking about it.
Yeah.
A week or so later.
Well, because they just launched the ad on Thursday.
Right.
The actual commercial on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so damn smart. I love that shit.
It's working so far.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really tell until, I guess a year or two down the line.
Yeah.
See like how it affects.
Yeah.
And if that 31% bump lasts.
But I'm sure it dives off as people talking the negativity and sales. It's the holidays coming up soon, so sales are going to take off even more.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's good timing.
Certainly is. Timothy, anything else you'd like to discuss here?
No, I don't know.
Perfect.
I don't think so.
Good. We shall be back soon. Thank you for listening. Enjoy your cup of Joe.
Cup of Joe.
Cheers. Goodbye.